there are so many books out there. There's so many things that you have to learn. And I think that entrepreneurship, there are different areas, right? You have to learn
Yeah.
about cash flow. You have to learn about managing employees. You have to
Yes.
learn about mindset. There's so
Yes.
many
Yes.
things to juggle when
Yeah.
becoming an entrepreneur. It's a challenge. It's definitely a
Yes. Yes.
challenge.
Definitely a challenge. When you are in 9 to 5, you just do the work that is given to you. Even when I'm a doctor, I just need to see to the patients, that's it. But when you're an entrepreneur, you have to lead your team, you have to do your finance, you have to do marketing, you have to do so many other things, that it's really a very, very tough job, I would say.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today on another episode of Entrepreneurial Truth. On today's episode, we have Hima, and she's going to be sharing her expertise, her knowledge, her entrepreneurial journey. I'm so happy to have you on today. I want to start out by just having you share your story and start at the beginning, like how you got into this.
Yeah, thank you so much, Casey, for having me here. It means a lot. I enjoy talking with you, and so I'm so excited for this podcast. So, my journey, I'm a doctor by profession, and my journey started when my daughter was born. She was just 1 month old when I was very irritated, depressed. Maybe I didn't know what was that time, but I wanted to do something of my own. So to just see how to do things, I went on and created a blog called My Little Moped. It was in 2014 March, and within 2 years, the blog grew into an e-commerce store, and now the e-commerce store has made for me more than 2 millions. And after that e-commerce store, I went on to make two other e-commerce stores, and now I am a coach and e-commerce coach and consultant, also helping other e-commerce women, e-commerce entrepreneurs scale and grow their e-commerce business.
I'm so excited. And I know when we spoke, we had such a great conversation about what you're doing and all things that you're into. And we had spoken about social media, right? So can you explain a little bit about how social media is helping you grow and helping other women to grow their e-com business?
Yeah, so when I started in 2014, Facebook was at its peak. So it was like Facebook helped me reach out to so many moms. I was a part of a lot of Facebook groups, communities, wherein I used to comment and everything. So it helped me exponentially to be where I'm here right now. And now it's the Instagram and YouTube shorts. So, but the one thing that has been constant throughout my journey was Pinterest. I started with Pinterest also, and Pinterest is giving me the same amount of traffic which it gave when I started. Like it keeps on increasing. Like we have trends in Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok and YouTube, but for Pinterest, it's the same. The social media which I love the most is Pinterest, and Pinterest has been a game changer for me, and I would really want to stress the fact for other e-commerce entrepreneurs also, because they grossly miss Pinterest. They always go behind Instagram or TikTok. So I just wanted to share that.
That's
And
awesome.
yeah.
Have you found that Pinterest outperforms all the other social media channels for more than just ecom, or is it specifically for ecom businesses?
For more than ecom, it's great for blogs, it's great for ecom, it's great for coaches, it's great for digital products, it's like great for everything, because people use it as a visual search engine. And that is the power of Pinterest, which even now Google can't compete with, because the results that Pinterest gives, and it's such a visual treat to see through the post and find out what is relevant to us, and it's really a game changer, I would say.
Hmm. Is it harder to get started on or easier to get started on Pinterest in terms
It's
of gaining people?
Yeah, gaining people, it takes time. It's easy to start with, but unlike Instagram or TikTok, wherein one viral reel can give you so much traffic and thing, Pinterest is slow but steady. It's like organic channel. So you have to keep on pinning posts, you have to keep on doing things there for visibility, and it takes time. Definitely it takes time.
Mm, okay, okay. And how has this journey changed the way you think about business? I mean, you're a doctor by profession, right? So
Yeah,
now you're into this. Like, what has that
yeah.
change been like?
So before, when I was a doctor, my nobody is an entrepreneur in my family. So I'm the first entrepreneur. Everybody were on to jobs. Like my dad was a professor, and so I was thinking business means easy and lot of money because they don't have to work on time. I've seen my friend's dad go to their business at 11:30 in the morning, come back at 5, but my dad goes early and things. But only when after I came into the business, I realized how difficult, how challenging it is to have a business. You never know what is in next for you. Tomorrow might be a super sales day or a zero sales day. We can never predict things. And before we were earning salary, we are earning salary every month on first, you get a salary on your account. That is a like a safety net. But when you're an entrepreneur, you never know, like when you're going to get the cash inflow and all those things. So that's why I always tell my mentees and my clients, cash flow is very vital for an e-commerce business, because I have gone through, I don't know about entrepreneurship, and I went through severe cash burnouts, and then learned cash flow, how to manage cash flow, and how to pay yourselves first before paying everybody. So that's a lesson that I learned hard way.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And a lot of entrepreneurs, I mean, to date, still don't pay themselves and they work in
Yes,
the business every day.
yes, yes.
Hmm. And it can definitely, definitely lead to burnout. Like, how are you preventing yourself from burning out? Because you have multiple businesses.
Yes. The biggest thing that helped me was delegating. So I have a team. I slowly started. The team didn't grow on in one day or 1 month or 1 year. I've been building it for the last 8 years, and I have a very trustable team. I have the team managers who are super efficient, and they need me only when they need some input. Otherwise, the day-to-day stuff, things like marketing, production, everything goes on by itself. So that gives me more time to spend on different things. Now I'm using that time to help my clients. So delegating is such an important thing to prevent from burnout. I can see so many people, so many entrepreneurs thinking, okay, let's save money and do everything by ourselves. Please don't do that. Saving a little of money is going to ultimately lead to your burnout and your health, which is very dangerous, rather than spending a little money to delegate some tasks. So I would start delegating just from the first month of your business, because you'll never start delegating unless it becomes a habit.
Hmm. Hmm. And in terms of delegating, right? How do you find the AI space? Is it helpful? Is it counterproductive? Like, do you incorporate it?
I'm like super excited about AI, because everybody thinks AI is just for writing. It's not so. It helps me analyze my website. It helps me analyze through data, so many things. Like I'm having super fun time with AI, because even some AI gives me email templates, HTML templates, everything. So AI has been a game changer. I teach my team also to use AI so that they can also be productive. So we have trainings about, I discover those, and I mean, I train myself first, and then train my team so that they can also work efficiently and save time. It saves a lot of time.
Wow, that's awesome. And then the customers that you're bringing on and mentoring now, are
Yeah.
clients that you're bringing on, are you providing them with a full hands-on package, including AI training, or are you implementing help into their business? Like, how does that process work?
So it works according to the client needs. So one person came with me with severe cash flow issues. So we first resorted in solving her cash flow issues first, and then we went into building her business, increasing the sales from existing customers. So it depends on the client need that we actually customize the package for the client, because in e-commerce it's a very vast space. And what I see people doing are, people are focusing on stuff that doesn't matter. Actually, they are focusing on Instagram reels, while they could have been making their website more better optimized, better converting. convert the existing customers more. So I talk with them, I understand their needs, and then decide on the priority, and then we go with that. There is no like strict things like this only I will do. I do anything for the client that will help them solve their challenges and increase their business in end. That's the goal, right? So we do
Mm-hmm.
like that. I haven't started AI training for any of my clients because their needs are far more more urgent than AI needs, because they want increase in sales, increase in conversion rates, and a lot of things like that.
Yeah. And that is the main thing, right? When you have a business, you have to have sales in. And
Yes,
everyone
yes,
wants to help, you know,
yeah.
but they're not sure where to go or how to get. I mean, how did you how did you figure it out? Like, can you walk us through the process? Like, what did it look like for you figuring out how to even get your first sales in?
Yeah, so for me, the first sale started because I had a blog. The first sale was easy. But
Uh-huh.
then in 2020, when I started my vintage decor brand, so it was a totally different space. I started my Little Moped in 2014. There was a 6 years gap. So it was a totally different space to start my business. So for that brand, I started in Instagram. Initially, it was just a name and a brand. We didn't sell anything. For 6 months, I was just posting about decor. I was just posting about Indian traditional decor, posting about how I decorate my home with traditional things. And it generated a lot of organic followers, which in turn I turned them into sales later. So I think that might be a good way for any e-commerce entrepreneur who wants to start now, because the e-commerce space is very very crowded right now. Like everybody are selling things. So if you want to stand out now, create genuine connection with your followers, create know their problems well, know their pain points well, and create content helping them solve them first, and then sell them. They'll definitely buy from you. So that is one thing has been a game changer, and that's what I teach my clients also. So
Mhm.
never push sales. Educate them, help them out with their problems, and they will definitely come back to you for buying your product.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because I mean, I know speaking to people in the e-com space, their main issue is how crowded the space is today.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
and getting their product seen, and you know, I the market has changed so much. You know.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. It's becomes too crowded, and especially after COVID. COVID was a huge game changer for e-commerce because people were at home, they needed the products, so everybody started buying online, and every entrepreneur saw potential in that and jumped into that space. So it has become too crowded, but still you can make your mark in e-commerce space if you are doing these things.
Mm-hmm. No, definitely. I do believe so. And I believe that if you have the right mentorship and guidance, like for
Yeah.
example, you have multiple businesses in the space, so it's easier for you to identify where opportunities are
Yes.
and how to
Yes.
be seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's awesome. It's awesome that you have that ability. Now let me ask you, are you finding that there are a lot of challenges that entrepreneurs are facing that are not being addressed? Like, are you seeing that there's a trend?
Everybody now are I'm a part of a lot of entrepreneur groups, and everybody are asking how to get the sales, but they're not focusing on the foundation. They just create a website, they just buy off some products from China or somewhere, and then they just start selling. And I don't think so that is the proper foundation for any business. So proper foundation starts from having a unique selling perspective, and from on there a lot of things like pricing your products correctly, then making your website well done, and then a lot of things. I think all these entrepreneurs want quick sales, and they don't focus on the foundation, and they keep asking, why is my Instagram not working, why is my Facebook ads not working? When the foundation is not right, nothing's going to work. So they don't realize that actually.
Mm-hmm. 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 And have you do you have, like, looking on analytics, any kind of time frame in where you can say basically once you start, it takes about 6 months or 7 months to start seeing the business actually moving? Like, what does it look like in the space right now? Is it like a 3 month wait, 6 month wait? Once they start working on the foundations of their business, create the
Yeah.
website, it's proper. Like, what kind of time frame would that be?
So in 3 months, we can create a proper foundation. And from the next three, I mean, the end of the 3 months, you can launch and start selling. And I can assure you, if you have the proper foundation in place, we can really start seeing sales in the next 3 months. So for 3 months for foundation, and in the next 3 months, you can definitely start seeing sales.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it
Have
also
you,
depends on the niche. Yes.
yeah, yeah. Have you found that a lot of your peers and family look on you differently now that you're in this space as an entrepreneur versus
Yeah,
like working
definitely.
a 9 to 5? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. In India, it's like doctors are like very, very difficult to get a doctor's seat. I mean, a college degree in medicine, and people think I've wasted a medical seat to become an entrepreneur. And so they keep on asking me, why did you quit your medical career for being just an entrepreneur? They don't relate to. They think that I've degraded myself to something where I'm doing this. So but now I'm like, okay, I have the best I mean, time freedom is there. I can work whenever I want, and it's totally different ball game. They don't realize that, but I have come to understand that they don't realize that, and I should keep calm and not respond to their comments, because it takes a long time to convince them.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Mindset is definitely um e- extremely important, especially when running a business. You have to be in the right
Yes,
mindset.
yes,
How have
yeah.
you worked on your mindset like throughout this process? Are there any techniques or anything that you'd give, or tips that you'd give someone else that's looking to transition from a 9 to 5 to working as an entrepreneur?
Yeah, there are it though it differs from person to person. The one thing that they need to learn is consistency, because
Mm-hmm.
in being an entrepreneur is very difficult. You have up days, down days, and some days you will feel like quitting everything and running off. But even on those days, you should stay consistent, because consistency gives the results. People, what they do, they become down, they think that their Instagram is not working, they don't post for months together, they just do something and then come back and see nothing is growing. So I consistency is very, very important, because I've seen the internet gods bless only when we are consistent. So consistency is the biggest thing I feel. And if you can have a consistent thing in everything, like your marketing, even in your business, like production and everything, if you have a consistent attention and perseverance, then it will definitely give you the results. Because you do have a lot of other issues also, like there will be severe burnout in the initial years and a lot of things. So consistency will help you go through all these things.
Mhm. And is that the advice that you'd give your younger self, like the younger version of yourself? Like from where you're sitting now, if you had to go back, what
Yeah.
would that be a part of it?
Yeah, definitely. There were days when I had just not seen my business for days together because I was down, there was no sales. I would definitely tell that. And I would definitely tell my younger self to be careful with cash flow, because I had burnt a lot of cash. So, and cash flow is very important. If
Hmm.
you are cash crunched, then everything seems insurmountable. It is very difficult when you don't have cash. Like you have to pay your vendors, you have to pay your uh, freelancers, you have to pay for so many things, and without cash is the most worst thing that can happen to any entrepreneur.
Hmm.
So I didn't know about books. I didn't know about where to learn about cash flow. I didn't even know that there was a term cash flow. Only after I started doing everything, after 4 years into the business, I learned like how to make my cash flow right, and how to maintain my finances right. So for
Wow.
every entrepreneur, please start implementing your finance correctly right from the start, and please make sure your cash flow is the same throughout your entrepreneur life, because it's very difficult otherwise.
Mm-hmm. And are there any books that you would recommend?
Profit First is a great book for cash flow.
Mm-hmm.
The principles in they have very hard and rigid principles. You have to change it according to your business. So we can't implement the same thing to our business. We have to change it a little bit accordingly. And for our there it like the percentages will be there. So you have to decrease the percentage for your own business and things
Mm-hmm.
like that. That's a really great book to read. As the first time entrepreneur, I would recommend it to everyone.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. There are so many books out there. There's so many things that you have to learn. And I think that entrepreneurship, there are different areas, right? You have to learn about cash flow. You have to learn about managing employees. You have to
Yes,
learn about mindset. There's so
yes,
many
yes.
things to juggle when becoming
Yeah.
an entrepreneur. It's a challenge. It's definitely a
Yes, yes,
challenge.
definitely a challenge.
Mhm.
When you are in 9 to 5, you just do the work that is given to you. Even when I'm a doctor, I just need to see to the patients. That's it. But when you're an entrepreneur, you have to lead your team. You have to do your finance. You have to do marketing. You have to do so many other things that it's really a very, very tough job, I would say.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I agree. I agree. I agree. I love the fact that you are able to look from it from this perspective now because you've done so many things. You've
Yes.
grown so much as an entrepreneur. What are the things that you're looking forward to getting into now that you're evolving in your business?
Yeah. So I want to learn more about AI now, because that's going to stay, and we need to learn it to incorporate into our life. And I would also love to learn about how to manage a team, like how to become a perfect OBM, business manager, because I think I'm not the perfect business manager, and I would love to learn more about it. I didn't have time so many years, so I would love to learn more about it,
Mm-hmm.
because though I manage my team, I do everything, still there are a lot of things related to that. And HR, because I totally don't know anything about HR, and I really wanted to learn about it and implement in my. We have a production team wherein there are 50 blue collar workers, and I really want to empower them. I really want to give them a lot of training, skill sets, and everything. But I'm not knowledgeable in that, and I'm thinking to learn more about it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But again, back to that same thing about entrepreneurship. You can't know everything, but you're just one
Yes,
person, right?
yes,
So
yeah,
it's about, hiring the right people, building the team the right way with the
yeah,
people that have the skill sets. And that's why
yes,
I think mentorship is so
yeah,
invaluable. Were
yeah.
there any mentors that you found when you started your journey or that you've gotten along the way?
So when I started itself, I went under a mentor. I didn't even know the concept of a mentor then. There was a person called Swapna Thomas. She was a blogger, a famous blogger then. So I went under her, and she taught me how to create a lead magnet. And now that lead magnet has been downloaded more than 5 lakh times all these 9 years. And even pediatricians are recommending that lead magnet. So that was my first mentor, and she, within just 4 months of starting my journey, 2014 was a time when nobody was coaching or doing things like that. Coaching was not big that time, but she was there. I found out her through a Facebook group, and it had actually turned my life around. That one lead magnet had turned my life around. And after that, I have been under mentors. So a lot of mentors for email marketing, for Facebook, because I think that you can't learn everything by yourself. So as you told, we can't learn everything by ourselves. It will take time. So these mentors helped me fast forward my journey, and
Mhm.
that might be one of the reason why I am here, because I've had a lot of mentors. My Facebook, we have around 1.5 lakh Facebook followers now, and it's all because I joined under in a group by Rachel. So she helped me in 2015 itself do all these things. So every growth of mine in anywhere like marketing or anywhere, there was a mentor behind that. And that's why I wanted to get into mentorship, coaching and consulting, because I can help another person move ahead fast and in the right direction.
Hmm. And that's very important what you said, not just fast, but in the right direction.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely feel like there are so many people out there, and that's why I feel like this podcast is so important because it's shining light on the people that are doing the things that
Yeah,
know how to get it done,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
And not just
yeah,
random information out there.
yeah,
And
yeah.
how are you now differentiating yourself in this mentorship space? Because this is different. Coaching, mentorship is different from
Yes,
e-commerce. Are you
yeah.
using the same principles or are you implementing different principles as a coach?
No, I'm using the same thing that helped me grow my e-commerce business for my clients' business as well, because I feel that lot of other e-commerce coaches, they simply talk about email marketing, website optimization. They don't talk about the foundation, like how to generate your unique selling perspective. Many, like 99% of them, don't talk about that. They think that they jump directly into marketing. I want to make that strong, and also I focus on having your product prices done for your margin, because I see a lot of entrepreneurs don't add margin to their product prices at all, so they are literally selling at a loss. So these two are basics, and I differ from other e-commerce coaches through this main thing, because this has been a game changer for all my clients. I have all the clients that I have had till now, they didn't have a profit margin at all. They had like 7%, 5% margin, and that too they had not included their fixed cost or anything like that. So all these years they were literally selling at a loss. So that has been a game changer for many, and these are the things that I differentiate, because others directly go into marketing. So I make the foundation strong and then build the e-commerce empire above the foundation and then the marketing.
It's so true. A
Yeah.
lot of people don't know about fixed costs. They
Yes.
genuinely think that if they're selling a product out of their house, they have no fixed cost. It's just
Yes. Yes.
they don't understand it.
Yeah, yeah. And when in future they move out, most of them move out of their house to a warehouse. Then they
Mhm.
start paying for the warehouse fee. They start paying for the warehouse shipping. So many things. They don't even put that into their cost. And suddenly when they increase the cost, the customers start to leave them, because suddenly they have increased their cost and nobody wants to buy from them. So right from the start, if we incorporate this, it will be easier to scale. And that might be the biggest reason why e-commerce entrepreneurs are having those cash flow crunches.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, that's 100% true. I was just thinking, about other entrepreneurs that are in the space right now of e-com, and they are, selling a product at a loss. And I'm just thinking, like, what do you do? How do you, if you're already in the space, you're selling your product, you're selling it at a loss. How do you correct that in the middle of selling? Like, how do you correct that in the middle of, like, what would you recommend to somebody that has their product, they're selling it, let's say, for $7 US, right? And it's
Yeah.
really supposed to be priced at $13, but they have it on the website, they have email list. How do they correct in the middle of doing that?
Yeah, so we have a process for that also. So what we do is first we analyze that and check with their competitor prices, and then we derive at the prices. Then we send emails before increasing the price in a nurturing kind of way, telling their customers like how they are different, why they are different, and like that we do a lot of things. And first we arrive at a price that is not too high from the base price. We start with that, then slowly over the year or so we slowly increase it to that price, because a sudden jump or doubling the price would not work. If it is a $2 $3 hike, then people don't really they don't really ask or do anything. But if it is a double or triple, then it's really a big issue, people will go away. So we do that in a process that doesn't overwhelm the customers nor overwhelm the entrepreneur also. Because what I have seen is when I tell my clients to increase the price, the immediate thing is, oh no, if I increase the price the customers will go. So they have that and they are sticking to the old price by selling in loss. So we never want to do that. So I take them through a process so that they also feel comfortable and the customers also feel comfortable.
Wow. And then on the opposite end of that, if you have a client that has a high ticket item, and this is what I hear a lot from coaches, consultants, they have a high ticket item, right? How difficult is selling a high ticket price, like anything over like $1,000, $2,000
In e-commerce,
in the e-commerce space?
yeah, so in e-commerce space, then we have to highlight why it's so pricey. So why it's so pricey, why it's so different from the competitors selling at a lower price. We push the USP, the unique selling perspective, more and more on the customer so that they can understand that why we are different. And then if they think that you are different and you are definitely worth it, they'll definitely go for it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Coupled
Yeah.
with excellent customer care. So that is something everybody wants.
Yeah, no, definitely, definitely, definitely customer care. I think right now in the society we're in is probably one of the biggest issues people are having.
Yes.
That they have a problem with the product and they can't get in touch with customer service, and
Yes.
it makes the experience
Yeah.
miserable. So you're
Yeah.
right. That is probably the
Yeah.
number one thing.
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. And can you tell our listeners like how many different things you're into? Like how many different businesses you have, a little bit about each business?
Okay. So for my first business is My Little Moped. We have a thriving blog plus an e-commerce store where we sell kids food products. So I have a production unit for the kids food products. There are around 50 employees there, and I have a huge team, around 30 people working around the world for that. So that's my first business. Second business is Soundarya. It's a traditional Indian wellness business. So we are selling body care, hair care, skin care items like that. It's also an e-commerce. The third one is called Ancient Madurai. I'm from the town of Madurai in South India. So we are known for Madurai is the oldest city in the world. So we are selling artifacts, vintage items, and everything from there. So it's also an e-commerce store. I do have a studio also here where people, the all those travelers and everybody come and look into it and buy products. That is my third business. And my fourth business is my e-commerce coaching. I have a lot of courses for entrepreneurs who want to start an e-commerce business, who want to scale the e-commerce business. And then I have an consulting e-commerce consulting business wherein I do one-to-one consulting with clients, helping the e-commerce entrepreneurs with their challenges one-to-one, and helping them solve them and grow their business, scale their business actually. And I also do have around 20 to 30 blogs in different niches like pet and everything. So I'm very crazy of developing websites. So whenever that hits me, I create a website.
Oh,
And all those are generating passive income for me.
I
We
love
have,
that.
yeah,
I love
we
that.
have.
Do you teach that as well?
What?
Do you teach that as well?
No, I don't teach. It's a wholly different space. I do for myself, but it takes a long time for that. People are not so patient. Blogs take a long time. So I've been having them for the last. I every year I start a new blog. So one or two blogs, and so right now I have 20, 30. It takes a long time for that. So I don't think so I can teach also because people will get bored.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Consistency is really, really hard, especially with so many things going on. People's
Yeah,
minds can't get around like doing all
yeah,
those.
yeah.
Awesome. I like to ask about the different businesses and ask for, how they can reach and contact you. And I've kind of changed the format of how we do this blog, not blog, but this podcast, because I find that, attention spans are so short
Yes,
sometimes,
yes,
right?
yeah,
And I
yeah.
want to make sure that they're getting everything that they can get. So please let them know, let our listeners know the best way that they can contact you.
So they can contact me through email or through my website. My website is www.ecomhema.com. So they can contact through that, and all my email IDs are listed out there.
Perfect. And of course, we're going to provide all the email contacts, when we're watching it on through YouTube, at a later date, they can definitely go and find all the information there.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. So I know we've spoken about the business side of things and how to get into it, but I really want to dive into your journey as an entrepreneur, right? I know you've talked about mentorship and you've talked about like all the things that you did to gain knowledge. Can you talk about like the struggles that you were in? How did you pull yourself out of it?
It did take a lot of things. Like first one was having a mentorship is really, really helpful, because no one in my family knows what I'm going through, because they don't understand what I'm going through. Nobody's an entrepreneur in my family. So when I tell them the sales is not working, this is not working, they just, okay, keep on working, it'll work. But they don't understand exactly what is going on. So having a mentor has helped me immensely, because we have access to a even a community of entrepreneurs. So that has really helped me come out of my the times when I was very down, because you can chat with someone who is in your own space. And so that has been one game changer for me, having a mentor, and also being a part of a very good community, not a community where everybody pulls your leg down, but a very good community where others help you out. They reach out to you, they help you out in whatever you are struggling with, and things like that.
Yeah, yeah, I can attest to that. So I've been in several communities, and there's some that everybody jumps in and help.
Yes,
Like
yes,
you post a question and they respond, "Hey, listen, here's the answer to this. This is a way
yes,
to figure this
yeah,
out."
yeah.
And then I've been in other communities where you post a question and it's silence, it's crickets. No one's
Yes.
willing to help. So
Yeah,
definitely finding the right community is the key, and
yeah.
knowing when to leave the community if it's not working.
Yes, yes, definitely. So I find that mentors who are really genuine, they have communities also similar to them. It's very genuine. So it's very hard to find mentors like that. But if you find a mentor, then hold on to them, because you're not going, never going to get a good mentor like that. So I've been through a lot of. I was a part of an US mentor group for e-commerce for 5 years. It has helped me immensely grow to be where I'm here today. So I would definitely recommend to anyone to be in a community which helps you, because I was the only Indian there, and my business is in India and all their businesses in US, and that's why I can understand more of the US and the Australian and other space also. Right now I'm coaching more of US and Australian clients. It was because I was there in that community for the last 5 years. So it was really helping me a lot. So I would recommend that to anyone. Join a helpful community or a mentor or their community. That can help you a lot.
And are you creating communities with your groups too? Are you looking to do it in the future, maybe?
Yeah, right now I have just one-to-one clients. My coaching community, the courses, I do have a community. There are around 100 members in there. And it's for people who are going to start a business, e-commerce business. So right now, for people who are already in an e-commerce business and scaling, I don't have a community yet. I have created a Facebook group, but I don't have time to engage in it. So I have not done anything. I don't want to be at a Facebook group where there is nothing happening. So it takes a lot of time to build a community and nurture a community and keep it growing and keep it engaging is very difficult. So
Yep.
I
I
need more
agree.
time.
I agree with you. I agree with you. When I look at all my social media handles and helping people grow their social media, I'm like, you literally don't have the time,
Yeah.
we kind of underestimate how much work it actually takes to
Yes.
build
Yes.
communities. So the communities that are out there that are thriving, kudos to them. They're doing
Yes.
a good job because it's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of work, keeping out of the spammers, keeping out of the promotional people, and delivering value is so difficult.
Hmm. I agree. I agree. I really agree. I mean, I see it. I see it in the groups that I'm in, and I always take my hats off to them. I'm like, you know what? You're better than me because, it's a it's a
Lot of
lot.
work.
It's a lot
Yeah.
of work. And it goes back to that same thing about entrepreneurship. The whole when you look at entrepreneurship as a whole, it's overall a lot of work, but it is satisfying. And can you say
Yes.
that you're enjoying the journey now?
Yeah, I was definitely enjoying even when I started it, because every day was a new challenging day for me. Every day I used to get up before I started My Little Moped, every day was some day I have to tend to the kids. It was just a normal day. But when I started my blog, I was so excited to see, like, in those days people used to comment on blogs also. So I used to see how many people have commented on the blog. I used to respond to them, create blog posts. It was so engaging. Now it has changed, like it is to Instagram now. But still, every day is like a new challenging day. We have a lot of things coming up, we have to tackle things, and it's really challenging, and I enjoy it, especially the days when I can go without doing anything for my business and take my days off and take rest.
I agree. I can see that. I can definitely see that because I know you wear a lot of hats. You have a lot going on. I was even talking to someone about you the other day. I was like, it's fascinating and it's amazing. I love that she's doing all of these different things in the the spaces she's doing. It's
Yeah,
really empowering and exciting to see another woman entrepreneur doing her thing and like, juggling all these different hats. You
yeah.
know what can we expect from HEMA in the future? Like your big goal, your big vision. What do you see for yourself?
I want to help. I'm done with creating new e-commerce businesses. My e-commerce businesses are growing now. My next focus is on to help more women entrepreneurs and create a revolution where people focus on the foundation of an e-commerce business before jumping on marketing and growing their business with adequate cash flow. If I see out of the 100 businesses, at least 90% wouldn't have the cash flow there. I want to have all the e-commerce businesses pay themselves first and then create a time freedom for them. So I want to have retreats and a lot of things in my mind, but it'll take time, I guess.
No, it definitely takes time. It definitely takes time. Rome, as I say, wasn't built in a day. So
Yes, yes.
everything takes time. And I
Yeah,
love it. I love that you have a bigger vision of where you want to go and who you
yeah,
want to help. I love it.
yeah.
Hema, I
Thank
want to
you.
say thank you. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with our audience today?
Nothing. Thank you so much for having me in the show. I just enjoyed it a lot. Thank you so much. So, if
Awesome.
anyone wants any help, they are glad. Oh, they can reach out to me through my website, and I would be glad to help them out.
Awesome. 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 Hema, thank you so much for being a part of our show today. Thank you, listeners, for listening and staying till the end of the podcast. And you know where to find her. All the links are going to be linked down below if you're watching it on YouTube. Again, thank you, Hema.
Thank you so much, Casey. Thank you so much.
Thank you for tuning into today's episode of Entrepreneurial Truth. One tool that I can truly recommend on how you can organize and execute systems is Notion. Notion allows you to seamlessly get information out of your head and into a centralized, organized space. Whether it's documenting processes, managing projects, or brainstorming ideas, Notion can be your go-to platform. As a special offer to our listeners, you can get started with Notion using the link in the episode description. By using our affiliate link, you not only support our podcast, but also gain access to free templates designed to kickstart your journey with Notion. These templates are specifically crafted to help entrepreneurs streamline their workflows and boost productivity. To take advantage of this offer, simply visit the affiliate link below to sign up and explore the free templates available in the resource section. Whether you're a solopreneur, managing a team, Notion can be the game changer you've been looking for. Stay tuned for more episodes where we dive deep into strategies, tools that can empower you as an entrepreneur. And don't forget to subscribe to Entrepreneurial Truth so you never miss an episode filled with actionable advice and insights. Thank you once again for joining us today. Until next time, keep innovating and scaling your business with purpose. Thanks again.